Now, news today is that the breadwinner wife is on the rise. This is the new buzz phrase to describe the 2.7 million women in Britain, that's 1 in 5, who can now out-earn their man. That's 5 times more than back in the 1960s. So is this something to celebrate, or could the salary imbalance become a problem for society?
Well,
I don't see how.
No, well, except that, you know, historically, in my parents and even my generation, the man went out to work, and I think that's part of our psyche, that hunter-gatherer thing. Equally, though, as I keep trying to make myself understand, society's changed a lot, and a lot of the jobs out there now, for which I fought for as a woman, you know, when I was swinging my bra around my head in the 60s, was that we get equal pay and we have the opportunity to work, which is also great. The problem is, I think, is like everything, it depends on the situation. I personally still think in the home, the mother figure, and it's lovely if you can earn a wage either part-time as a woman or between the two of you, however you do it, doesn't matter. But somebody's got to be in that kitchen for those kids, if possible. Unfortunately, our society is hell-bent on money, 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 and two of you need to work to have a mortgage sometimes.
Yeah.
So if it turns out that at one stage in your relationship the woman is earning more, that might not last because she might then decide to have children. So it swings and roundabouts. I mean, as an actor, there's never any question. Sometimes you have money, sometimes you don't have money. Yeah. But I think on a day-to-day basis, and I think it's hard for men, and if they are going to have to rethink, that we as a society are going to have to help each other rethink that basis.
Do you know, I thought that actually the figures were quite staggering, in as much as it's taken 50 years for only 2.7 million women to out-earn their partners, when, you know, really everybody should be on equal pay, equal rights. And the same rules should apply to a relationship. I agree, you know, I would love...
It depends what jobs they're doing, though. It's not necessarily about equal pay, is it? It's about, you know,
I think
being in jobs where they can earn more than...
The same as their male
yeah.
counterparts. That's equal pay, isn't it? You know, doing the same job but for less money, which is quite often the case across this country for women in all kinds of professions.
So I don't think it's particularly good for society, because I think that generally, and I'm speaking very generally now, I think most men probably would prefer to earn more than their wife or their partner. But at the same time, as you say, that's the way it is. It is the way it is a lot of the time these days. And equality comes in different ways. You know, if you're married to someone, then in my book, everything is equal. Yeah. Everything. So,
it doesn't matter who the breadwinner is. As long as the bread's coming in, right?
Exactly. It doesn't bother me, and it never bothered me in my marriage and long-term relationships that I've had. Well, actually, it didn't really matter who was earning more money, and we were probably actually earning the same, but it was just me that paid for everything, and so it didn't bother me. But I don't know what it'd be like to be in a position. I keep saying, oh, I want a man to come in my life and look after me, because I never have that. But I don't know what it'd feel like for somebody to write cheques and say, oh, automatically want to pay for things.
You might find yourself very uncomfortable as you're not used to. I mean, there's a lot of women that take advantage of men. You know, they sit back and do absolutely nothing. Oh, well, you're the breadwinner. You bring the money. It's about responsibility.
But if there's an agreement there, it doesn't matter, does
it? It doesn't matter. And I think people should talk about it more and be more... and just say, let's get this unit together. We're all in this together. And pool your resources.
You know, you do that, though, but I think it's all about the attitude with which it's embraced from whoever the breadwinner is or isn't. And in one of my relationships, I did earn more than my partner, and you know, I tried so hard to kind of disguise the fact. It just became unspoken. It was the big white elephant in the room, and I ended up tiptoeing around the issue because I didn't want to emasculate him, and the bottom line was he felt emasculated, and it did become a problem, and it was a shame that was the case. But I think that was more to do with who we were rather than people as a
well,
role.
I think times have... I think if a young guy, for instance, finds it hard, he's got to look around him and see that that's the way society's going, and it's not personal, and it's not... You know,
it is, and I applaud that, don't you?
Yeah, and I just think, you know, we've all got to talk about it more so people won't think, oh, you know, I'm no good because I haven't got... And recession and unemployment, you know, it's very hard for all of us.
Well, I'm looking forward to the day when a man takes me out for oyster dinner.
Hairy oyster dinner. Lovely.
I'm praised for it.
OK, now here's your